Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. This is Sridhar Reddy LPD, Assistant Professor of Physics from Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. Welcome to my channel, Sri Quantum Academy. Feel the physics at glance. Today I am going to discuss with you about a topic, intrinsic semiconductor or pure semiconductor, its properties and its biasing. Before going to watch my video, please subscribe my channel if you not yet done. Press bell icon to get latest updates. Please watch, share, like, comment my videos. First, what is semiconductor? Semiconductor are the materials for which electrical conductivity lies between the insulators and conductors. That means the electrical conductivity of the semiconductors is greater than the insulators and it is less than the conductors. The electrical conductivity of semiconductors increases with increasing temperature and decreases with decreasing temperature. At absolute zero, semiconductors acts like perfect insulators. The popular examples for semiconductors are silicon and germanium. Semiconductors are divided into two types. One is intrinsic semiconductors and another one is extrinsic semiconductors. Intrinsic semiconductors means they are pure semiconductors without adding any impurities. And extrinsic semiconductors means impure semiconductors. That means they are added with some impurities. So intrinsic semiconductors means an extremely pure form of semiconductors without any impurity are called intrinsic pure semiconductors. So if I take silicon pure semiconductors, in that crystalline form only silicon element exists. There is no other impurities in its crystalline structure. But whereas in impure semiconductors means, if I take silicon extrinsic semiconductor, along with silicon, some other impurity elements also exist in its crystalline structure. The process of adding impurities is called doping. The intrinsic semiconductors doped with impurity atoms like group 3 and group 5 elements are called extrinsic semiconductors. So proper definition for extrinsic semiconductor is intrinsic semiconductor added with impurities. That semiconductor is called extrinsic semiconductor. The process of adding impurities is called doping. The impurity atoms which are added to the extrinsic semiconductor are two types. That means we used to add two types of impurity atoms. Sometimes we may add third group elements as impurity, and sometimes we may add fifth group elements as impurities. Now, depending on the which type of element is added, that means depending on the doping, extrinsic semiconductors again divided into two types. That is one P type and other one is N type. That means P type extrinsic semiconductor and N type extrinsic semiconductor. So if I dope intrinsic semiconductor with third group impurity atoms, then such type of materials are P type materials. That means pure semiconductor or intrinsic semiconductor now doped with impurity atoms. What type of impurity? Group 3 elements. So intrinsic semiconductors doped with group 3 impurity atoms are called P type extrinsic semiconductors. And next case is, let us suppose if I add with group 5th impurity atoms, then that type of semiconductors are N type. So N type means pure semiconductor is doped with 5th group element. So definition is intrinsic semiconductor doped with group 5 impurity atoms are called N type extrinsic semiconductors. Pure semiconductors are 4th group elements. Now I am adding third group. So first case P type means 4th group added with third group. N type means 4th group added with 5th group. These are the two type of extrinsic semiconductors. Now come to the intrinsic semiconductor. This is the pure semiconductor without any impurities in its crystalline structure. This pure semiconductor's conductivity at room temperature is very low. Hence their applications are limited. That means we don't use pure semiconductor directly for the applications because their electrical conductivity is very less at room temperature. If you reduce the temperature at absolute zero, intrinsic semiconductor acts like a perfect insulator. If you increase the temperature, due to the thermal energy, some of the covalent bonds break and they contribute for electrical conductivity. If you increase the temperature, covalent bonds breaks. For each covalent bond, one electron and one hole is generated. In this way, in pure semiconductors, the number of holes and number of electrons are equal. This is the main characteristic property of pure semiconductors. What is that? IE is equal to IH. That means conductivity due to electrons is equal to conductivity due to holes. IE is equal to IH. Their electrical conductivity affected with adding impurity. That means if I dope this pure semiconductor, then their conductivity changes abruptly, drastically changes, you can observe. The process of adding impurity to semiconductor during the crystal growth is called doping. Doping concentration is small in order of 1 atom per million atoms of semiconductors. That means the doping, that adding impurity is very less. That means in million atoms only 1 impurity atom is generally added. So doping concentration is very less. Right now, the Fermi level of these pure semiconductors lies exactly middle of the valence band and conduction band. So for intrinsic semiconductors, Fermi level lies exactly at the middle of the valence band and conduction band. What is Fermi level? Fermi level means the maximum energy state that electron can occupy at absolute zero. That means each atom is filled with electrons, no? So in that way, at absolute zero, the highest filled state with electrons is called Fermi level, the maximum energy state that electron can occupy at absolute zero. The Fermi level is generally a reference energy level from which all other energy levels are conveniently measures. So Fermi level is nothing but it is the reference energy level for all the measurements. At absolute zero, that means at T is equal to 0 Kelvin, all the energy levels above the Fermi levels are empty and below the Fermi levels are filled. That's why definition itself it says that maximum energy state that electron can occupy at absolute zero. That means at absolute zero, that is the maximum state with electrons. So above that all are empty and below that all are filled states. For intrinsic semiconductors, this Fermi level lies exactly at middle of the valence band and conduction band. For metals, it lies in the conduction band. Generally, in another way, Fermi level you can define as the average energy level of valence band and conduction band. In another way, Fermi level can be defined as average energy level of valence band and conduction band. You can see here the Fermi level diagram. See here, this is the valence band and this is the conduction band. Now the average between these two, that means somewhere at the middle, this is called Fermi energy level. If you see here, for conductors, for metals, this Fermi level lies in the conduction band. This is the Fermi level, right? For metals it lies in conduction band, and for semiconductors it lies between the valence band and conduction band. If it is the pure semiconductor, then it is exactly middle of the valence band and conduction band. Next, biasing of intrinsic semiconductors. Biasing means connecting semiconductor in circuit. That means if I connect this semiconductor to a electrical circuit, then how it behaves. Let us see. Now see here, this is a semiconductor in which red color balls are electrons and these holes are there, na, red color holes. So now electrons and holes are equal. This is main important because in pure semiconductor, number of electrons is equal to number of holes. So these are the electrons and these are the holes. Now this is connected to a battery. So now positive terminal plus side, battery positive terminal is connected to A side and battery negative terminal is connected to B side. Electrons are attracted by the battery positive terminal. So now free electrons moves in this direction. That means from B to A. Similarly, holes are positively charged particle. Now these positively charged particles attracted by the negative terminal of the battery. Now negative terminal gives electron. These electrons attract these holes. Now these holes moves toward the B side. That means holes moves from A to B. While holes moving in this way, at the end, this electron which is coming from the battery can recombine with this hole. When this electron from the battery and hole in the semiconductor is recombined, they get neutralized. So recombination takes place. If this recombination takes place, one hole and electron pair get cancelled. But at the same time, one covalent bond breaks in the material. Now new hole and electron created. That electron is attracted toward the battery positive terminal and hole again moves towards the B side. So in this way all the holes moves from A to B and all the electrons moves from B to A. So in pure semiconductors, conductivity is due to electrons and due to holes. So IE plus IH. But in outer circuit, that means in current wires, outside only due to electrons. So in external wires only due to electrons, but in semiconductors conductivity is due to electrons and holes. This is how the current flows through the pure semiconductor. Summary. What we have learned? Intrinsic semiconductors are the pure semiconductors without any impurity. In these semiconductors, holes and electrons are equal. At low temperature, their conductivity is low. If you increase the temperature, their conductivity increases because most of the covalent bonds break. Okay, adding impurity to the semiconductor is called doping. Doping drastically changes the electrical conductivity. Fermi levels means highest filled state at absolute zero. In another way, average energy between the valence band and conduction band also called Fermi level. For intrinsic semiconductors, Fermi level is exactly middle of the VB and CB. For metals, Fermi level lies in conduction band. When a semiconductor is connected to a battery, holes are attracted by the negative terminal and electrons are attracted by the positive terminal. Current due to electrons is IE, current due to holes is IH. So total current I is equal to IE plus IH. This is about intrinsic semiconductors. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please watch, share, like, comment my videos. Thank you.